Morning folks, welcome back to Cumbrian Homestead. Looks like we had a little bit of rain overnight, but we've got a dry forecast today, so we can get on and a few more things we've got to do. So the first thing I want to do today, I'll just show you now. I want to repot some of the fruit trees that I grafted last year, and the mix I'm going to do is some vermiculite, some topsoil mixed with some multi-purpose compost, and probably just a handful of fish blood and bone. Show you the trees. So these are the ones that I grafted last year. There's a couple of plum and then 3 apple. They're all the apple are all on MM106, and I'm not sure now, I can't just think. St Julian A, I think, yeah. St Julian A for the plum. So we're just going to put them into bigger pots. The other thing I'm going to do at some point is take these little side shoots off, because at this stage of I want all the energy to be going into this leader to develop some height. So that's really just because I left 3 buds on the scion when I grafted them, and then what I did was I pinched those back to allow this one to dominate. But as I say, I don't really need them now, so I can cut those off and have all the energy going into the main leader. So that's the plan. I'll crack on and bring you back. So this is the sized pot I'm using. That's what the mix looks like. So all I'm doing is putting the pot, putting a little bit in the bottom here first, and then making a sort of indentation, and then I'll take it out of here into there, and then we'll just backfill up to the rim there, and then I think I'll relabel them as well. Let's see, it's getting a bit faded, and there's nothing worse than not knowing what the hell you've grafted. Right, I'll get on and bring you back when we've done them. Right, there we go. Done, relabelled. Happy with that. I just had to mix a little bit more. I wasn't far away, to be honest, but anyway, that's going to come in handy, because I'll show you what that bit will be for. Just bear with me 1 second. Now, when I was sorting this Thornless Blackberry out, it did root. One of the branches had kind of gone over that way, and it had rooted itself under the membrane, so that's potted up. Now another one, some of these things are 15 foot long. They'd come down this way, and I noticed that one of them's rooted itself. That's where I snipped it off, and it's rooted there. So I'm going to dig that out and pot that up, and I'll have myself another plant. And the potting mix that's left in the wheelbarrow should just probably do that. So I'll bring you back. Okay, so I dug it up carefully and just teased away the grass from around it. It's got quite a nice little root system on there. So, as I said, we'll get that potted and labelled up. That's another free plant. I love me freebies. Right, I'll bring you back. Right, that's the finished thing. You'll notice I've put a little cane in there just to give it a bit of support, and I'll also pop it down here between the 2 sheds. It's just that if I didn't do that, the wind would potentially keep rocking the stem and disrupting the roots. So hopefully that'll get away to a nice start. So I'll just pop that down there. It's just a nice little space, as I say. It just kind of shelters them from a lot of the wind. Right, on with the next task. bring you back. Right, well, we're back on the plot, and when I went home for some quick bite to eat, some rootstocks came, and these are from my mate A.Jones. He sent me 10 mm106, so I need to get them healed in, so to speak. I'm just going to put them in that big tub, fill it up with soil. It's got drainage holes in, and then they'll be okay in there till I'm ready to use them. So thanks, Anthony, mate. Nice one. Thank you very much. Looking forward to grafting those. But before we get to that, I've just got some other stuff for the compost bins. I'll show you that. So I've got a sack full of toilet rolls. These are the browns. I'm just going to dump them in a load of water. While I'm doing the rootstocks, they can be soaking, and then they're just going to go on top of that lot. And then I've got a bit more stuff from the border at home to go on top of this. We'll just start to build up the layers again until we can start cutting some grass, which won't be long now, and start getting some of that on. So I'll bring you back. Okay, there we are. That's the rootstocks. So they're MM106. So I'm just going to do all cider varieties. They're going to be all grafted with cider. Scions of cider trees. And again, I'm just going to put those in this little bit between my two sheds, just for a bit of protection until I'm ready to use them. I'll bring you back. I'm going to take you for a walk across to the micro orchard, because I'm going to take these posts across. I've got a Thornless Blackberry over there that wants a post and wire structure making. I won't be able to do it today, but these are old posts that I repointed them, and I put this Jack's Black bitumen paint on, hopefully to prevent them rotting as quickly. I need to borrow a rubber fencing mill, because if I use a sledgehammer it tends to split the tops, and obviously that's going to let water in, so hopefully I'll get that done soon though. Right, so I'll bring you back when we're over there. So we're all on the micro orchard now. You can see, I'll have to try and find a picture of how it was before, but this was just absolutely choked. So I've cleaned all the corrugated tin and barbed wire and what have you out of it. And now it's just a case of digging these. There's a hawthorn there and a hawthorn there, and then just, oh yeah, loads of brambles and some willow stumps here. These have all got to come out, and then I've just been covering where I've cleaned it, covering it with carpet, and we'll leave that down for about a year or so, and hopefully then we'll be able to replant. Took some willow cuttings there, just from my neighbour, if you can see those. Just common, because they were thinking about planting a screen alongst that back there. But yeah, it's been a big job, and hopefully in a couple of years' time it's going to look completely different, and it'll mean I can get down here now with my mower instead of 20-foot brambles coming across. So I've got my posts ready to do my post and wire structure for the Thornless Blackberry. I had a big bonfire and I got rid of all the stuff, rubbish, so all that wood ash can go onto the fruit trees. So that's pretty much it for now. There's not much more going on at the moment. Oh, I took some, I've showed this before, some cuttings of dogwood here, because I've got the main bush down there. So when I was cleaning up that bit, I thought I'll just take some cuttings and see how we get on. So we'll see if those grow. Right, that's it for here. I'll bring you back. Oh, I'll just show you the rhubarb before I go. I can't remember how long it is now since I did that. About a month, is it? Or but you can see it's all starting to sprout away. So what I actually need to do is come back with some bloodfish and bone and just give a top dressing of that and then put a mulch on, and then we're good to go. Right, I'll bring you back.